What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another Minecraft tutorial. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a really awesome command block creation that uses the effects when you look straight down and then look right back up. This takes out the annoyance of having to drop an item, so you could actually execute spells, just different types of commands, literally anything that you guys could think is possible. So I'm going to show you 3 different examples, and I'm going to kind of go over what's going on. So you guys can see that I have spell 1 on the side. Well, you can name that whatever it is that you want. You can even classify each person to have different special abilities depending on, like, if you're in an RPG type of world. For, like, say if you're a fire mage and they look down and look up, it'll execute a fire spell. And just for that person that's in the scoreboard for fire or whatever. For knights, they could get speed effects, healing potions, literally anything you can think of. So I have some activated over there. So basically when I look straight down and then look right back up, it'll teleport me, aka I could be teleported to spawn. I could be teleported back to my house. You could actually execute a few more commands to where it does some stuff like, say that. There's plenty of different things that you could do. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one. And I'm going to look down, and it's going to do a 1, and I'm going to look back up. I'm going to get a speed effect. I'm going to look back down. I'm going to look back up. I'll get another speed effect. So that is a pretty cool little concept. Now the one I actually wanted to show you guys is this one over here. I'm going to summon in some entities, and I'm going to show you a really cool spell. So I'm going to get back here. I'm going to look down, and I'm going to look back up. Boom, executes a spell. Look over here, look back. Boom, executes a spell. So I don't know, I thought that was a really awesome little kind of command. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys how you could create this, and I'm going to kind of go over what's going on. So the first kind of commands you're going to need is this one. This is the first ones you're going to need to do. But first of all, you're going to need to set up your scoreboard. So you're going to need to go to Scoreboard, Objectives, Add, and then you can name whatever you want. I have it named Spell 1, but you can name this Fire Mage, Knight, you can name this Spawn, whatever it is that you want to name it to, and then you're just going to create a dummy objective. You do not have to have it as a sidebar display. You don't have to have that, and the only reason I have it is so I could showcase this video. The first command you're going to need to do is this one here. Execute at all players with the scores equal into whatever objective dummy you added. Mine was Spell 1, is a 0. So, because I have a 0 spell 1, which you're going to need to add yourself, or have people do it inside of a button. The way you add yourself in Scoreboard Objectives is you're going to go to Scoreboard Players, Add, and then you could do at all, or at P if you're using a button. So I'll just do it all, and then you can see spell 1 right there. So, spell 1 and then 0. That's how you're going to add somebody. You could make them press a button or manually do it yourself. But then once you do that, you're going to have executed all scores equals spell 1, 0, or whatever it is that you named your objective. And then RXM equals 89 and RX equals 90. So basically when you're looking straight down at the ground, it will then summon an armor stand at your position. Now, when that happens, it's going to add a spell 1 to 1. So basically going to change you from a 0 to a 1. And that's what this command is doing. So when you see that I have it at 0, so when I look down, it changes to a 1. Oh, well, if I activate it. So if I activate it and I look straight down, it changes to a 1, and it's summoning an invisible armor stand right there, because the next command is making the armor stand invisible. Now, once that happens, you can go to this line of command here, and this one's going to execute at E type equals an armor stand. Execute AE type equals not an armor stand, RM2, and then R equals 3, affecting any entity within a 3-block radius, giving instant damage effect. Once that happens, you will actually kill the armor stand in case the armor stand does not get affected by instant damage, which it should, but just in case, this is more like a little failsafe inside the spell itself. Now this one over here is going to change the player, actually all players that executed the command, which you could do set scoreboard players set at all that have a score of 1. I just didn't have the scores equal 1 back to 0. Now over here is going to do the spell effect that I showed you. It's basically going to test for any player with a score of 1 inside of the spells 1 objective, and once they are looking pretty much straight up in the air, or looking like normal, like this, looking straight like this into the horizon, it will then execute this command. And then once that happens, it will execute another player with the scores equal spells equal 1. At RX, same thing. Once they look straight up, it will then teleport the armor stand that you just summoned when you look down 8 blocks in front of the direction they're looking. Then once that happens, it will then set your score back to 0. It's over there too, but just in case something weird happens, I got it set up right here as well. Then it's going to summon a firework right here at this position, and then teleport that firework at that armor stand. And then these over here are just some more examples that I was going over. That doesn't involve the spell system. If you just want that, that's all you need. This is the speed one that you saw. So when you look straight down and you look up, it will actually give you a speed effect. And you look straight back down, you look straight back down, and you look up, it will give you a speed effect. The way you do this is the same thing. It's testing for a player with a spell 1 score of 1, and when they look up, like so, it will then execute the speed effect, and then resetting that player's score back to 0. But you do need this right here with the little armor stand, which you don't need the armor stand. You could just do this first one right here, and then whatever else you wanted to execute after, if you wanted to do something silly. This one over here is going to be doing the teleport command, which is test for at all players with spell equals 1, looking up, like I was showing you. This one's going to teleport the player wherever you want, and this one's going to set it back and reset it. But that is pretty much it for the video, guys. Let me know if this is something that was useful for you guys in your worlds and stuff. I will see you guys in the next one. I'm dakonblackrose, and I'm out. Bye!